Hey everybody, I've decided to do a second first impression / episode 1 anime review. And today I will be reviewing the first episode of Jojo's Bizarre Adventures. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is based off the manga by Hirohiko Araki. And this manga was a manga that was serialized in Jump. So, knowing this, I was pretty excited when they announced that this anime was coming out. I never read the manga, but I heard it is very good. I do know that there was a couple of OVAs or anime series based off of this series. There are several arcs, and I know that not all of them got adapted into anime. I hope that they will adapt all the arcs for the fans of the anime. The reception of the first episode seems to have gotten some fairly mixed reviews. Some love it, and others disliked it. My opinion is more on the negative side, and I'll explain that throughout this review. So in England, there's this rich family called the Joestars, and this person called Dio comes into the family after... Well, it's kind of complicated how he got into the family, but let's say the Joestars owed him one. So then this guy Dio gets into the family, and Jojo, the main character, tries to become friends with this character named Dio. But Dio doesn't want to become friends with him, so there's this huge rivalry. So pretty much the whole episode was about how Dio is trying to piss off Jojo. We also get glimpse of this type of mask, and we don't know what this mask is, but I was very curious because I really want to know what this mask is. So let's start off about what I didn't like in the story. Well, first off, Dio was an absolute dick. But that's kind of normal because he's supposed to be that way. But anyways, I found that a lot of the things that were happening in this anime were very melodramatic. For example, Dio kisses Jojo's girl, and then it's the end of the world. I mean, she's like, oh no, I can't talk to him because I got kissed by Dio. Like, really? Really? So you're telling me that because some other guy kissed you, it means you can't go back with Jojo? Like, really, that's just stupid. That's, like, absolutely stupid. I mean, there's no logic in that. There's absolutely no logic. Another thing that was really stupid was when Dio kicked the dog. And then everybody's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I mean, he was scared. That's why he kicked the dog. It was self-defense. No, you clearly saw his face. He wasn't scared at all. All he did was just, be like, bitch, and kick the dog. I mean, really. Anyways, let's move on to the animation. And this is the part that I really didn't like. So the animation sort of had that look, like that 80s look. And it looked really retro. But then it looked modern. So it was a mixture between old and brand new. So I didn't think the mixture went well. And it made the animation look ugly. While I was watching it, I was like, no. Another thing that I noticed about the animation is that it looked like one of those cheap wannabe animes. Like, those American shows that look like anime but aren't animes? That's what it looked like to me. And that really, really put me off. Another thing that I didn't like is that they made some sequences look like a manga that came to life. They made the panels come to life to dramatize the situations. And it made the scenes feel very overdramatic. So what I'm talking about is, like in manga, when there's an onomatopoeia, you'll see the noise covering the panels. Like, for example, you have the noise boom, and it's covering the character's face or whatever. Well, they did this in the anime, and I didn't like that. I just didn't like it. I know that some people did like it, and I do respect that. Now I'm going to tell you something that I actually did like. It was when they always did the switches from Joey and Dio. They always did this switch in the beginning before these two characters met each other. So you would see this light animation for Joey and then this dark animation for Dio. So it really made a contrast between light and dark, and that's the thing that I appreciated the most. Another thing that I appreciated was the fast pace. The episode covered a lot of ground. It wasn't slow and it was fast, but it wasn't the too fast. It was just perfect. Well, that's all for my review. I didn't really like it, as I've mentioned previously, so I'm probably not going to watch the following episodes. And I'm going to probably stick with other anime. but I still recommend that you check it out because I know that a lot of people did like it, and I'm pretty sure that if you do check it out, your opinion will probably differ from mine.